Let's be honest for a second. Have you ever had huge dreams, but zero motivation to get off the couch? Like, you want success, you want money, you want respect, but you also want to sleep till noon and say, I'll start from Monday. If that sounds familiar, congratulations. You're not lazy. You're something far more interesting. You're lazy, but ambitious. And this weird combination isn't a flaw. It's a psychological pattern. Let's break it down. Lazy, ambitious people live in two worlds. In their mind, they're winning awards, building businesses, proving everyone wrong. In real life, they're watching motivational videos while lying down. Not because they don't care, but because their brain works differently. They don't lack dreams, they lack activation energy. Think of it like this. A rocket doesn't fail because it doesn't want to fly. It fails because the first push takes insane energy. Lazy, ambitious people struggle with that first push. Once they start, they can go crazy. But starting feels like lifting a mountain with one hand. Here's the funny part. Lazy, ambitious people actually hate boring effort. They don't mind hard work. They mind pointless work. Ask them to do something repetitive, slow, and predictable. Their soul leaves the body. But give them a shortcut, a smart hack, or a creative challenge?
Suddenly they're alive. That's why many of them procrastinate but still finish things at the last second and do it well. Their brain waits for pressure to wake up. Deadline energy is their fuel. Another trait? They think big but move slow. They don't dream of average success. They dream of the top 1%. But daily discipline feels boring compared to that vision, so they keep thinking, planning, imagining, but not executing. It's not laziness, it's over-visioning. Their future self is so powerful that their present self feels weak in comparison. So they delay action, hoping for a perfect moment. Spoiler alert, that moment never comes. Lazy, ambitious people are also extremely self-aware. They know their potential, they feel it, and that's actually painful. Because when you know you could be more, doing nothing hurts more than failing. So instead of risking failure, they delay action. I'm not lazy, they tell themselves. I'm just waiting. Waiting for motivation, waiting for confidence, waiting for the right mood. But ambition without action slowly turns into frustration. Here's where it gets interesting. Most lazy, ambitious people don't need more motivation. They need less resistance. They work best when the task feels simple, the reward feels immediate, the effort feels minimal at the start. That's why they love shortcuts, automation, systems, and leverage. They don't want to work harder, they want to work smarter. And when they figure that out, they become dangerous, in a good way. Look at history. Some of the most successful people weren't hard-working machines. They were efficient thinkers who hated unnecessary effort. They asked, why do this the long way? Why not simplify? Why not let systems do the work? Lazy, ambitious minds are built for optimization, but only if they stop calling themselves lazy. So how do you unlock this personality? You don't force discipline like a robot. You trick your brain. Start stupidly small, not I'll change my life today. That scares your brain. Instead, I'll work for 5 minutes. I'll open the file. I'll just start. Once momentum kicks in, ambition takes over. Lazy, ambitious people don't lack fire. They lack the spark. Here's the truth no one says out loud. Lazy, ambitious people aren't broken. They're unpolished. Once they align their big dreams with smart systems, they stop procrastinating and start dominating. Not by grinding 24/7, but by choosing effort that actually matters. So if you've ever felt lazy but secretly know you're meant for more, you're not confused. You're just early in the process. And when it clicks, you won't just move, you'll move fast.